So, hey everybody, it's the first ever edition of Exploring in My Explorer. And my good friend, Gary Goben, who you might recognize, has decided to join me. And we're just going to do a little exploring about Gary and his life, his history,
Yep.
and we want to talk a little bit about vintage fashion too. So
I love the car.
Thank you.
It's like carpool karaoke with Angel and Gary, right? We're just not going to sing, I promise.
No.
Well, we might. You never know. But anyway, take it away.
So I love it already. So P.S. and by the way, go ahead and like Gary on Instagram, Gary Goben.
Gary_Goben.
And on Facebook,
Gary Goben for QVC.
There we go. So go ahead and like his pages. Yeah. And you probably recognize him. He's been with QVC for how long?
13 years. This month, actually.
Wow.
13 years. Yeah, long time.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You started out as a designer.
I started out as a designer doing Sports Savvy, believe it or not.
Oh, goodness. Remember Sports Savvy?
Yeah, remember that? No longer around, but we decided to incorporate Sports Savvy into Denim Company, and so I moved over to Denim Company, and I've been there ever since. It's a great brand. Equal to Quacker, love Quacker too. But yeah, I have a great team that I work with, and it's a lot of fun.
Awesome. You're so great on air.
Oh, thank you.
You're really funny, and you're so knowledgeable about fashion.
Well, actually, Angel, if you had asked me 10, 13 years ago if I would be doing what I'm doing now, going on air, I would have laughed. I would have said, stop it. No way. And look, this is, you never know where life's going to take you, right? So today, I'm thrilled to be on air, thrilled to be able to share Denim Company with the fans out there. It's so much fun, but seriously, never thought I'd be in this position.
Well,
loving it.
You do a great job.
Oh, you're sweet. Thank you.
So how did you start in the fashion business?
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm 100 years old, so that's.
I've seen his driver's license. It's true.
No, actually, my mom and my grandmother were a little bit of a fashionista.
Okay.
My mom was a working lady. She was an accountant all her life. She loved clothes. She loved shoes. I can remember on a weekend we would go downtown to Louisville, Kentucky, and we would look for shoes for her, and it was so much fun. And I loved to take my grandmother shopping, and she loved to buy dresses, and so my love of fashion really kind of started with them. You know what I mean? And there were many things I wanted to do when I was younger. Like I used to think I wanted to be an actor and a dancer and an artist, and I ended up going into the fashion business because it kind of encompassed all those things. You know what I mean?
No,
like
100%.
I could be creative.
Yeah.
And so that's how it started. Interesting enough, though, I started my career in retail and not on the designer side.
Okay.
So right out of college, I went to University of Kentucky. I went into retail. So I worked for a buying office, assistant buyer, worked my way up to buyer, transferred to New York City. And when I got to New York, I went to FIT. So I was working during the day as a buyer for Abraham and Strauss. I'm sure a lot of people probably don't even remember that.
I know that
It's
one, sure.
no longer around. And then went to school at night to get a degree in fashion design. Because honestly, that's where my heart was. And loved the retail end of it. And it really gave me this business background, which I love. But never looked back once I made that move. So worked for Abraham and Strauss, worked for Saks Fifth Avenue buying, and then I was like, you know what? I want to go to the other side. So I went to design, I went to manufacturing, and I've been doing it for 1,000 years. Can't you tell? So
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, since you've worked for so many different places, who would you say is your favorite designer outside of QVC?
Wow. Anybody, anywhere, anytime?
Anybody, anywhere, anytime.
Well, when I was first starting out in fashion, I used to admire Yves Saint Laurent so much, right? Just because of the elegance and the sophistication and the beauty of his clothes. And I can remember being a younger person and I don't know if you guys remember this. Do you remember the Russian collection that he put out? It was so famous at the time.
Yeah.
I know
you're the hats and the muffs somehow.
It's a famous fashion moment, and it kind of like I was like, oh, I want to do that.
Like turned on a switch inside of you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, not all of us can be Yves Saint Laurent.
This is true,
and that's fine.
There's only one.
But there's a lot of really good creative designers in the world. I mean, there's a lot of talent out there. In today's world, I really like Prada. I think she always brings something new to the table. And listen, as a designer for even QVC, I mean, we look at all of these people and we to see what the trends are, what's happening, and we want to bring those down to a level that's understandable and wearable.
And
right?
not $10,000 for a blouse.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, maybe a few people. Not me.
Not me either. Not me either.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wonderful. And so when you're not working, what do you like to do in your spare time?
When am I not working?
This is true. Talking to two people that are on TV quite a lot. What do you try to do for your downtime?
So I can be a real homebody.
Okay.
I love to be at home. But when I'm not at home, you guys probably know this about me if you follow me. I love vintage shopping. I love to go to antique stores, antique malls, things like that, see what's out there. I also like movies and theater. So I used to be a big movie going person. Like I used to go all the time. And recently I haven't because you know what? It's just as easy to watch a movie at home, right?
It is. And they come right to your TV so quickly now.
They do.
They do.
You get a big screen TV. You can have your popcorn, be in your comfy chair, in your comfy pajamas.
That's right.
You don't have to go out, right? But I do love movies. I love the theater. I'm a big arts person. I love art. I go to, I don't go to the museums as much as I would like to, but I do enjoy that. And when I'm outside, I do love to be, out and about. I like parks. I like, travel when I can. All that good stuff.
All that's awesome.
Yeah,
it seems like you have a very well-rounded life.
Well, I try to keep it balanced.
Yeah.
It's not always easy.
It's hard
but
sometimes,
I try to keep it balanced.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So when you travel, what is your favorite city?
Oh my goodness. So I would have to say, do I have to pick one?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Top three?
Top three. I'll give you top three.
Okay,
there
top
you go.
three favorite cities.
So in America, I love New York because I lived there for 20 years, New York City.
Wow.
I love that city. It's amazing. I decided to move because it does wear on you a little bit after a while. It's so intense.
And busy all the time. Yeah.
But it's an incredible city. I also like the western part of this country, like Sedona, Arizona, Santa Fe, New Mexico. Those kind of would be my favorite places.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm really into the whole Southwestern art thing. I love that. So I've been out west a few times now, to parks, to, see some of the museums, etc. And I really enjoy that.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Gary.
This has been so much fun.
So much fun exploring in my Explorer.
Wait, can we do this again and I interview you?
Oh. Okay.
Who wants to see me interview Angel? Because I have some questions for her.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, we will do that. And thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Your valuable
Good to
time.
see you. Mwah.
You too. And stay tuned for more videos to come.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.